Okay, so I don't think you miss much from the slides. So I was saying that when we perform model checking in the for non-stochastic system, you have one model in one hand and the property in the other hand, and we do the computation by performing some kind of cross product. When we have a stochastic system, so we have a system with some information on how the probability are distributed, and then we have some kind of formula, and we still want to compute whether the system satisfies the formula, but we are also interested sometimes to compute the probability for the model to satisfy a formula, and sometimes we want to compute value on the model. So the tool Cosmos is a statistical model checker, but it's also a performance evaluation tool because it's also to compute things on the model. So the two classical approaches are the numerical approach and the statistical approach. So when we have a model like this one, when you perform the numerical approach, you build a matrix of the system, and the property is encoded as usually as a vector. So there are many different techniques to do this, and at the end you always end up with some kind of linear algebra problem, and you use linear algebra to solve it. Statistical model checking, in the other hand, you simulate the model a large number of times, and you count how many times you satisfy the property, and you end up with a statistical estimation. So the two are very different. The implementation are completely different. The IDE are not the same. The guarantee are not the same. So to summarize, with the numerical approach, you have precise value, but you can have numerical error. You need strong probabilistic hypothesis. Usually you need the model to be Markovian, or you approximate to Markovian. You need to have a memory space proportional to the size of the stochastic process, because you need to build the matrix. So there are many tricks to do that without building the full system, but still it consumes a lot of memory. And in the other hand, the statistical approach give a confidence interval, and as a very small memory footprint, can be easily parallelized. You don't need strong probabilistic hypothesis, but the problem is that you need fully stochastic models, so you cannot deal easily with MDP or games.
Am I the only one who is experiencing some connection problem right now? No. Okay, you are back.
Okay. And there's a high event problem, and Carlos talked about this in the talk just before. And there are some hybrid approaches. I use both of them. Okay. So the tool I will present uses as input general stochastic Petri nets with general distribution. So it means you have a Petri nets, and I guess you all know them well, and you can put distribution over the time on each of the transitions. When the model is simulated, all the available transitions are examined by the tool on the shortest time. The time is sampled for each of this distribution, and the shortest time is taken for the next step of simulation. We can extend this input with many flavors of Petri nets, like with inhibitor marking dependent, colored Petri nets. And as we don't need to build the state space of the models, the state space can be infinite, and we don't need the model to be decided. The reachability doesn't need to be decidable, as we are only simulating. So now the specification language. So the goal of Cosmos is to be able to perform statistical model checking and performance evaluation. So the specification language that has been developed is based on automaton, and specifically linear hybrid automaton. So it's an automaton with clocks or things like behave a lot like clock that synchronize with the model, and this clock can be used, this variable can be used to compute things along the simulation. To either just compute whether some state is reachable, or to compute data on the model. Okay. So now I will start to make a demonstration. Okay. So when we start, we can run Cosmos. So it's a command line tool that runs on Linux. Okay, so if we have a model, the first thing we can do is just run the model. So Cosmos is not an interface to build between it. So you need to use another tool to do that, but there are plenty of them. So if I run this, so here I run this model. So it's a tandem queue. It's the same as the model from the previous talk. So it's easy. So here the simulator is just simulating the model one step at a time. So I can inspect the model and see what happens. So here this transition has just been fired. I can continue and so on. Okay, so now if I want to do something more interesting, I need to give a property to the tool. So here I will use an overflow. So here again, it's the same example as Carlos. So it's this is an automaton, and what it is implementing is until. So I wait for at least n token in the system. So this is a simple example, so I can show you easily. Okay, and if I run the tool like this with the model on the property, now it has computed. So the property to reach an overflow, the probability to reach an overflow is written here with this confidence interval and this level of confidence.
It seems we are experiencing network problems again. The tool has computed the solution in the meanwhile.
The computation is quite fast, so if you don't see it, so if I ask a more precise model, here it takes a bit more time, and we have computed with a more a narrower confidence interval the result. Is it okay now, the connection?
Yes, it works.
Okay. Okay, but writing down an automaton like this one, it's a bit tedious. So we can ask the tool to write it for us. So here we ask the tool to generate an automaton that computes this property. And here again, the computation is performed, and we have the results. Okay, so for now it was just model checking. We're just computing a value. If we want something more interesting, we can ask the tool to compute the PDF, so the distribution of time to reach the final state. To do that, we can use here an instruction to the tool to compute this PDF. So we ask, we give the tool the property. But when we do that, the tool computes everything and output everything to a file, so it's not really convenient. So if I want to see the results, I need to ask him to put it into a file. Okay, it's not the correct one. Okay, and now here we can see the PDF of the distribution of time for reaching the accepting state that has been estimated along each path. So we can do other thing. We can compute over trace of simulation. So if I ask, I can ask the tool to just simulate trace for an amount of time. And here has computed some performance evaluation indexes over all the trajectories of the system. Then I can ask the tool to draw some graphs. So either I can generate a single trajectory.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but
yeah, I'm running out of time.
So
yeah. Okay. I have 1 minute or not?
Okay, we are presenting. The time is running out. Do as you wish.
Okay. So just to conclude, so here I show you only small example, but the tool can handle very large example, like with 1,000 on places and transition. It has been extended with many different things, mainly with rare events, with simulation of a hybrid system. So with the simulation of ODE. It's an old tool, no? It has almost 10 years. But it has been developed continuously since, and it's fully available on this web page, cosmos.lsal.fr. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you for your presentation. Is there anyone who would like to ask a question? Okay, if there are no requests for question, I ask you. Yes, please go on.
Very, very short one. Did I miss the language of the tool in which is written the license? I love the graphical interface, and have you ever considered rare events? Those are my questions.
Okay, so it's mainly in C++, but with also C and OCaml. It's a free software in GPL v3. The rare event engine is it's my PhD, so now it's a bit old, but it's completely different from your approach. It's based on the important sampling, and it's a hybrid approach with a numerical model checker. And I can give you pointer to it.
Thank you very much.